Now they're showing me one-eyed dogs after blinding my eyes. It's horrifying. It's just such a sad, tragic story to have angel parents that gave you anything you wanted, like for Christmas. Didn't indulge in me during the year, but enhanced my imagination through setting up little displays and putting out the old-fashioned candy and working their fingers to the bones just to keep us in medicine, and enough gifts to inspire us during birthday and Christmas to get through hard knocks the rest of the year, to suffer and face life's hardships the rest of the year by those monumental, magical, special holy times with the Lord and church. And my dad was raised to go to church. His mom never missed. I feel so sad for my dad. His aunts and uncles were so strict. Even if I visited their home, even they invite us to come for like New Year's Day, my dad would go over there and wouldn't even move, hold his breath, because he wanted to be perfect. He didn't want his uncle to criticize and his school teacher aunts and stuff. But my dad never had it. He never got a lucky break. Everything he ever did, he had to work his fingers to the bones, because his dad left when he was small, so he had to support his mom through high school. Her and her laundry job, he supported them. And then it was after that, working at Philip Morris, a sweat factory, no windows, to somebody in Hollywood paralyzing him when he retired so where he could live a single dream. That's horrible. My dad said if something bad came in the mail or if he ordered something, he'd know it'd come broken. It always did. But getting to the point is, I had a dream, and I didn't believe in dreams. I was always told by my mom, believe in dreams. Anything you put your mind to, you've got to get sure you can do it. Well, it took meeting Frankie Valli at 14 and just falling in love with his singing, thinking that angels were real. And once I felt my soul go up high, I wanted to encounter that for the rest of my life. So I made my whole youth about promoting him. And that's all I lived and dreamed for. I mean, I'd save my money and go off and promote him. And I should have given part of it to my parents, but they never asked. And they wanted me to live my dreams. I'd be on the road. I would go take risks, and God never let anything bad. And all the risks I took, walking after Newark, after dark, not meaning to be dark, when I finally got there, walking in New York City 2 or 3 times alone, knocking on every door in Hollywood. And I had all these directors, I had all these people in Hollywood try to get me in the business, try to make me successful, made propositions to me at age 19 you never imagined. I turned them all down. I was straight-laced. I had one mission in my heart, one mission in life. I wanted my favorite artist to be on top because he taught me to believe in dreams. And that's what I needed. I needed to live high in the clouds with him, flying like 2 angels, so that your dreams, the magic happened. And now that he's sick, and now they tell me he even could be dying, of course, I feel like, okay, then I died. There's no dream. It's not that my soda died, but the inspiration. And I went over to my dad's house, and in his closet where they had left things to murder him, like things from Alex Seco, something from each of Bob's kids, things that was said FBI. One of them was their FBI interrogation room. One of them was Washington interrogation room. That was the shirt. The caps they left said FBI, and then there was, it was all designed to kill him, because they had drained me and they wanted my gift. And then they left books on human sacrifice. And so I was crushed because they were killing off each one of my family members. They killed 5. They threatened. And so I was crushed because of all the things that brought him happiness that he had in his closet. The only things he had left to treasure were the things that I treasured. My songs written for Frankie Valli. My demo I had done, a song I took to Music Grow, I had produced for Frankie Valli. Anything, heart souvenir, different songs, anything that mattered to his daughter, he cherished. And then he had a picture of me and Frankie Valli in the closet. That was monumental, because my parents only loved what I loved. Did my involvement in Frankie Valli get this group involved with me? Am I the reason they're dead? Is my dream Was my dream to make one person's life beautiful, to keep me inspired? Did it lead to my parents' death? You know, Frankie's invitation, to Washington. Before that, he and I had crossed paths, and I had centered my world around him. I got involved with Bob Severs because he said he'd get me a job with them. A music agent here that said he'd get me a job with him. Several people in other places, they said they'd get me a job with him. I met with agents. Then later I met Patrick Von Wingett. All of these people, I had one go, and I never took my blinders off. And even when Frankie and I get together, magic happens. And so I feel like if I was the bubonic plague, I believe I was the devil himself, and I believe that evil controlled, and now I only wish I could go back and try to make their lives happy and peaceful and healthy and safe. And I was. And I hope for the rest of my bloodline they'll be happy and peaceful and safe. But, I fell. And